Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Pizza Palace. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, so bear with us here today. But that's all right because Sean still has as much energy as possible, which
No, I don't.
I do not.
So here's the secret about me, Robert. Here's a fun little secret about myself.
Let's hear it.
When I'm tired, I get dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. Although I'm getting a little old for this type of I mean, Jesus Christ. I played softball and so everything hurts. I'm too old and out of shape for this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I when I'm like, dude, you're like, yeah, let's record after softball tonight. I can only imagine what I'm getting because there's really only two likely scenarios.
Yeah.
And one is that you come back and you're this slugger, right?
Yeah.
And that you hit a home run.
Had a great game. Feel really good about myself.
Mm-hmm. And you're talking about sports in a different way because you feel like you connect to the athletes on a spiritual level.
I feel like I am a New York Yankee.
But then I realize it's never going to happen, and it's going to be the second option. It's that you're going to be like, oh, my back. And you're going to be like, I play like shit.
I did.
I feel like shit.
I do.
I look like shit.
Sure do.
I smell like shit.
Not as much. Thanks, Manscaped.
We'll talk about them later. But
no, oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, it's oh my God. I struck out twice, which just made me want to kill myself, and it was a whole thing. Yeah.
Man, it's a great way to stay in shape.
It's a great way to realize that you're not in shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man. But I mean, hey, at least you're having fun with it. That's all that matters.
Something like that. Dude, I got to tell you, so I fixed my lighting, which I'm happy about. The funny secret, the secret about lighting is that it is like really dark in this room for me, but to the audience it looks like it's bright, which is hilarious because it very much is not, but okay, good enough.
Yep.
Anyways, also you guys will notice I have a new addition here.
Yes, we got the we got the Hispanic Heritage flag for our local minor league baseball team.
Yes,
which
the
is
Tigers
really freaking
single A team.
Yep, which is really rad.
Yeah.
Friends of the show, whether they realize it or not. Shout out to the West Michigan Whitecaps. Hey, if the Whitecaps want to sponsor the Pizza Palace, I would not say no.
I would super not say no.
I would not.
Especially as a season ticket guy. Yeah,
I would not say no.
So go Calaveras de West Michigan.
Yeah, we have some cool updates about the channel that that are going on. You know, like growth that we're seeing that we haven't seen in quite a while. We're literally at the point where we're talking about having to possibly hire someone for clips and stuff like that. So
keep sharing this and keep watching it, please.
Yeah. So we might have
for the love of God, use our code.
We might have an employee soon. So that's crazy. So stay tuned. But
yes,
dude, I want to say I haven't shared this news with you, Robert.
Oh boy.
I mean, and I don't like to this isn't bragging about numbers. This is just talking about accomplishments and where we're going and being grateful, right?
Yes.
So we're
proud of the work we put in.
Exactly. We have reached over 1,400 subscribers already.
Would you look at that?
Which is pretty awesome considering the fact that
we literally just hit 1,000 and freaked out
a month ago. We literally had 1,000 a month ago.
Hell yeah.
And then in addition, in the past 48 hours as of this recording, we are over 10,000 views.
Thank you so much to everybody who watches. Like seriously, thank you.
And our last episode of the Pizza Palace is our most viewed episode of the Pizza Palace, clocking in at over 1,200 views.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you guys. Seriously.
Yep. Also, we did receive one bit of feedback on the last pod, and I want to address it head on. And it said, please no more wrestling, LOL.
I've seen multiple comments about this.
And to that, I'm going to say, off, we're talking wrestling. Anyway, yeah! listen, man.
It won't be a lot, by the way. Like, I want to iterate a second
It
here.
won't be a lot. This show is literally just supposed to be. We talk about what we want to talk about.
First of all, this show has no format. The show is just us talking shit. But the thing of it really, the thing of it really is like, yeah, I know that you guys more or less are here for sports takes that are not obviously wrestling related, and I'm very aware of that. Yeah, if we bring up WWE, it's going to be very few and far between, and it's not going to go on forever. So don't worry, it's not like turning into a wrestling podcast. Relax, guys.
And this is also a multi-sport podcast because with Robert,
Exactly.
and it's just an anything podcast. Listen, with Robert and I, our friendship is more than basketball. Robert, although he's a big fan of the game of basketball, he's still growing in his knowledge of the game of basketball.
Very much so.
And he has a variety of other of other sports and other takes and other things that we could bring to the equation. So to limit Robert to basketball would not be bringing his talents into the equation. And with that, my friend, I do want to educate you a little bit on this NBA draft that we just had because
please do. I am excited about this Detroit Pistons. It is well documented that I have been a bit of a NBA free agent as far as my fandom, although I have settled within the last few years on being a Detroit Pistons fan and trying to be faithful and loyal to that, as much as I also do love the Miami Heat.
This will make you a lifer.
Yeah, this team continually impresses me and makes me really, really excited. And I just love the character of the guys on this team. It's like no matter if they win or lose, it's so easy to root for these guys.
Let me just look up Jaden Ivey dunk on YouTube.
Please do.
And just for a few seconds, I generally don't like to show this kind of stuff for monetization reasons. However, I'm just going to show you one dunk.
Please.
Of Jaden Ivey. Just to give you an idea.
Is this that crazy alley-oop?
No.
One that he does or oh.
Nope.
There's one that I remember seeing. Let me see.
I have literally not watched this yet myself.
Oh.
All Jaden Ivey dunks.
Let's see here.
So that's the kind of athlete he is. We'll just watch one more. Why not? Look at this guy. Boom!
It's just the hype about it. It's like the way that he floats through the air, destroys that thing, and then the whole crowd's like it's the type of player that I've been wanting on this team so badly.
It's
because
the type of player that I've been waiting to have on my basketball team literally since I was a kid. I was a kid. So
it's just like, as a somewhat new basketball fan, you usually see these guys on teams that I'm like, I'm not gonna root for that team.
Right.
Like, as much as I love Ja Morant, the Grizzlies, like, are you kidding me? Like, that's just not going to happen. And
you just don't have any ties to the city of Memphis. It's just not natural.
Well, and here's the thing. Even if I don't have ties to a city, like, even if it's just, like, a really cool, like, I love Miami's whole vibe and the Vice and all that nonsense and whatever. So, like, I like that team and that vibe and whatever. But Memphis does absolutely nothing for me. So that's just not going to happen. And it's the case for a lot of star players that I love to watch, but I'm just not going to root for their basketball team. It is what it is. So to have him on our basketball team is very, very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, this is a guard. Talk about a guy who at 6'4",
and he's wearing the 23. I love that so much.
He's going to be wearing number 23 in Detroit as well.
That makes me very excited.
This is a guy who, on the offensive end, brings explosiveness, game-changing speed, and you could only list on one hand, or like on one hand, the amount of players who in the NBA who have more athleticism and game-changing speed than him. He's comparable to, as far as his athleticism, Troy Weaver has compared him to a young Russell Westbrook and Ja Morant. And he said as much about Jaden Ivey, saying he's seen this movie before and he really likes the movie he's seen. So in addition, this is a guy who, has the abilities and the intangibles to be really good on the defensive end. Troy Weaver challenged him to be great on the defensive end. And that's his weakness coming into the pro game. And he's aware of it. But another thing to note, Robert, Jaden Ivey's grandfather played for the Detroit Lions.
Yes, he did.
Jaden Ivey's father played for the Baltimore Ravens. However, played in high school in Detroit.
Okay.
Jaden Ivey's mother played
Detroit
for the
Shock.
Detroit Shock and is currently the women's coach at Notre Dame.
Hell yeah, go Irish, baby.
Jaden Ivey has family in Detroit. Jaden Ivey wanted to be drafted by the Detroit Pistons. His best player comps include Ja Morant, Donovan Mitchell, Dwayne Wade.
I love me some Dwayne Wade.
And even Jalen Brown. So
he is the Dylan Larkin of the Pistons. Like, it's that guy who, you know, born and raised or you know what I mean, to some level has enough connections.
He grew up in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like you have that. It's like that hometown kid.
Yep.
Which Dylan Larkin was. So very, very cool.
It's very reminiscent to the Aiden Hutchinson thing with the Lions.
Yeah. We have it a lot, actually, kind of right now with all the Detroit teams. It's like we love homegrown.
Right. Well, it's and the thing that's been great about it though is that it's not like this has been forced. Like with Aiden Hutchinson, he was also the best player available, but he just so happened to be homegrown. Jaden Ivey was the best player available, just so happened to be homegrown.
Same with the captain, Dylan Larkin. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, absolutely love the pick. I think he's going to be one of the best guards in the league one day.
I can't wait to own his jersey.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a guy where, like, you know, he might come in and he might take time. He might need time.
Sure.
But you know, that's just a guy that, in my opinion, we just have to be patient with because he can be dangerous, man.
Yeah,
like truly. Like if we give Cade and Ivy the time to truly develop together, that could be one of the best backcourts in basketball. In my opinion, the core of Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, and Jaden Ivey alone is one of the top cores in basketball. But then to have the opportunity to go in the draft and get Jalen Duran for the value,
just straight up robbed,
for the value of a 2025 first round pick that we acquired 24 hours before the draft in exchange for Jeremy Grant. Jalen Duran has been compared to Bam Adebayo, Dwight Howard. He's been compared to a lot of athletic bigs. And the thing about him, man, first of all, 18 years old. Look at this guy. 6'11", 250 pounds. Look at that muscle. Look at that frame. That is an adult's body.
First of all, I wish I could have looked anywhere near that at 18, let alone 27.
Bro, there's guys 20. There's guys that are coming into this draft 23 years old that don't have bodies developed like this.
I mean, unbelievable.
He will be 19 when the season starts.
And
in addition, coached by Rasheed Wallace and Larry Brown in college at Memphis State. So this is a guy who had Pistons coaching him in college, wanting him to be great. The Pistons reportedly fell in love with this guy during the draft process. Jalen Duran said, "This is the first team I visited. This was the team I told my agent after the visit I wanted to be at, after his first visit." So they both fell in love with each other.
I love that.
And so the Pistons
He's going to need a new number, though, so that sucks.
Well, he's going to be number 0.
Oh. Don't love that, but
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's a number. Who cares?
As a person who cares a lot about aesthetics.
Here's what I love about it. Here's what I love about it. The last center to wear number 0 for the Detroit Pistons is Andre Drummond. One thing about Andre Drummond is that every single night you question what kind of effort you're getting. You're never going to question that out of Jalen Duran.
Yeah, if we can completely erase the memory of that ugly 0 of Andre Drummond, that'd be sick.
So Jalen Duran is most commonly known for his play in the NCAA tournament. Specifically, a lot of people know him as the big that bodied Chet Holmgren in the Sweet 16. Or
you know how much I hate Chet Holmgren, so I am all ears for this.
So when you look at Jalen Duran, on the offensive end, so he's Jalen Duran fits everything you want out of a modern day big. So he's what does that mean? Well, for one, long, athletic. And that's the big thing. You really want bigs who are athletic, who on the offensive end, they can run to the rim. They can play in the pick and roll. They can slip past defenders, and you can throw it above the cylinder so that they can vertically spread the floor, right? It allows more spacing for your guards. It allows for more open shots for your shooters. And in general, just allows for easy offense, right? So Jalen Duran, 6'11", 250 pounds, 7'5" wingspan, is going to be able to effortlessly go above the rim and catch a lob, right? That's a guy who can naturally do this.
First of all, I loved that he looked like Jimmy Butler there for a minute.
And then in addition, and the most important thing, the rim protection. Look at that block. That's routine for Jalen Duran. And this is the thing that's crazy about his game. He is so raw. This was a guy that reclassified before coming out of college. Goes to Memphis, plays, great college basketball, is a 12-9 guy all throughout college, plays great defense in the biggest moments, is a freaking monster in the tournament. Was projected to go as high as 7 in the draft to Portland. Projected anywhere from 7 to 11. This guy falls to 13. And
right into our hands.
And the Pistons had been in talks. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Breaking news while on the pod. So the New York Knicks have sent Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks to the Pistons. And apparently we're taking on 19 in salary. And apparently New York we'll get a 2023 second round pick back. Apparently we're also getting a 2024 second round pick and $6 million. So what does that mean for us? We get Nerlens Noel, who's a backup big. So another big in the rotation. Alec Burks, another guy who could possibly be in the rotation, maybe somebody we buy out. But then we get some draft capital too. So that's really all that is. Anyway.
Really weird stuff there.
Also, contract, short-term salary. It's a salary dump. We get some assets. There's more trades and things that are to be moved. So it's really not that big of a deal. So anyway, the big thing, Jalen Duran, the big talk with DeAndre Ayton, it sounded like that was plan A for the Pistons, was to go get DeAndre Ayton and pay him in free agency.
Gotcha.
However, reports suggest that was plan B. Plan A
was to somehow get Duran.
Plan A is what transpired at the draft. The reason why there was plan B and we were hearing all these reports was because the Pistons didn't expect they were going to be able to get both Ivy and Duran in the draft. And the Pistons walked away with Ivy and Duran in the draft. So let's review. The Pistons get the most athletic guard in the draft and the most athletic big in the draft. The Pistons were really unathletic before this draft. They get 2 of the most athletic players coming into the league. In addition, you have a core, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duran, Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes.
And potentially Miles Bridges.
Probably not Miles Bridges.
It's a possibility.
It is, however.
It's on the table.
Mitch Kupchak, the general manager of the Charlotte Hornets, said, "We love Miles. We're going to bring him back, and he is a restricted free agent." So Sounds like they want to bring him back, but
we'll see.
Some insider information there. But I mean, we'll see what happens. I would still love to see that. However, the Pistons could also, and it sounds like what they might do is take on short-term salary, maintain flexibility, and go after the free agents in next year's class, which is reportedly going to be the best summer since the Kevin Durant summer. So next year is really when
see what we have this year, really see how this foundation looks, and see exactly what we need to build on top of it.
Yeah, listen, let these guys play.
Yeah.
Let them learn to play together. But in addition, showcase how you've developed, showcase how you've improved as a team. Get some veterans who can shoot that you can bring in on a short-term contract that can help you win some games now. But at the same time, if you don't make the playoffs, it's not the end of the world, because if you at least make a play-in run with this roster, and then there's veterans, and then there's veterans who are available in the summer.
Yeah.
What team do you think they're going to be looking at? Like, who do I want to go play with? The Pistons are sure as hell going to be on that list. And all this talk, like, on Woodward, like people were talking about Kevin Durant to the Pistons, and it's like, guys, no.
Also, I don't want that at all. I wouldn't touch that with a 30-foot pole.
Well, it's not even about listen, we're not even getting into the injury stuff. We're not even getting into the age stuff. We're not even getting into the drama, the flakiness, all that stuff, right? That's not even mentioning that.
Right.
Why in the world would somebody right now, if they were the best player in the NBA, which some people say Kevin Durant is the best player in the world, right? Sure. I would say it's a losing argument right now.
But why would he come to a team that could have almost gotten the first pick in the draft this year?
Also with a team that has hardly anybody over the age of 23.
Exactly. Like, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's not going to happen, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like when LeBron was making the decision. It's just like, yeah, he's just going to randomly go to the Sacramento Kings or something. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Come on. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stars want to go where they're going to win. That's just how that works.
Yeah.
So
100%. I mean, and Alec Burks, the guy that we just added, I mean, is a solid shooter. I mean, Nerlens Noel is a solid backup big. So, I mean, like, you're talking about, like, I mean, honestly, that does eat up like a decent amount of our salary cap. However, Alec Burks is a pretty good addition, and a lot of people are saying is better than what we could have added in free agency this summer. So, hey, wing depth pretty good, and Troy Weaver's never done. So, that's the thing, man. Anything can happen. So, but in all seriousness, there's a lot of reasons to be excited about where the Pistons are heading.
Yes.
And what this franchise is doing. And what's in store. So,
yeah. No, I'm super excited, man. I can't wait. And I can't wait to go to Pistons games with you.
Oh, the feeling.
Oh, boy.
The feeling is mutual, brother. It doesn't matter who we are, what models are planned. They expect one of us in the records, brother.
We're going to take a quick commercial break here and do an ad.
This episode of From Half Court is brought to you by Manscaped. When we talk about post players, there is few better players in the restricted area than our friends over at Manscaped. With great products such as the Lawnmower 4.0 with skin-safe technology, the Weed Whacker, their deodorants, lotions, and more, Manscaped is unrivaled when it comes to the men's hygiene game, serving over 8 million balls worldwide. That's a lot of testicles, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're finding yourself in need of Manscaped products, be sure to go to manscaped.com and use code HALFCOURT at checkout, because that can get you 20% off plus free shipping. Our friends at Manscaped sent us these products, and I can tell you that they are absolutely for real. I have been absolutely satisfied and in love with their entire product line, from boxers, t-shirts, the Lawnmower 4.0 to the Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer. You can really not go wrong. Be sure to go to manscaped.com and use code HALFCOURT at checkout for 20% off plus free shipping. Thank you again to our friends at Manscaped for sponsoring this video. So,
I'm sweating.
We released this video today talking about
and
Jaden Ivey in the young core, right?
And
please
let it be you throwing up.
So fun story. I did that while recording a podcast recently. Vomited.
You sure did.
I did.
It's rough. It's brutal.
It was bad. It was really bad. Yeah. But anyway, in this video, we're talking June everything, 20th. All this good stuff. We're chilling out. I'm your host, Sean Murphy. And the worst part, hold on, let me make sure I'm sharing my audio.
I heard it.
Oh, okay, you heard it. All right, perfect. So the kicker is,
play this for me. Let's hear this.
I start the video. There's a lot of different ways that we can go. With the wrong topic. Free agency class, of course, I'm talking about free agency. The most cap space to work with. So and the worst part is, later I was like, I'll cut this out later. We'll be good. This will be out in post. It stays in. I edit it on YouTube. It still hasn't been removed yet. It's been 8 hours.
At this point, it's like, who cares?
Pistons wanted to. They could go get their big target. Who cares? But in addition, they could also go get some realized realistic after the NBA draft with. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Dude, I was just rolling with it.
I know. Jesus fucking Christ.
Want to restart?
Yeah, let's restart. God damn it. Holy shit. Okay.
I love it.
Wow. I am fucking mentally all over it today. Holy shit. That's gonna make
when you're in it doing these videos, we're bound to fuck up, dude. We're doing so many of these.
100%, dude. 100%. Especially yeah. You know what I mean. Okay. Here we go. I'm special. Okay. What is going on? I want to welcome you from
I love that so much. Just
the best part is that, like,
welcome.
Dude, the best part is that people just rolled with it. People still watch the video.
Like, I mean, what else are they gonna do?
Someone said the intro blooper, LOL. Great stuff, guys.
Listen, man, who doesn't love a little inside baseball? Huh?
Oh, 100%. 100%, dude. So
Jesus.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just gotta get the laugh. And then someone said, did we just step into a multiverse with that opening? Anyway, just imagine a global broadcast when you say you fucked up when you fuck up.
We step into the multiverse.
Like,
Lord.
Of course, this has to be on one of our highest viewed videos.
Oh, like, that makes me so happy.
Like over like almost 3,000 views. Like, dude, oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's so funny. It's just it's everything you want and more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man. But
sorry.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's my favorite. I love that. That made me laugh a lot. But Sean, you know what was equally as entertaining was watching our boy Darren McCarty and the good folks at Woodward, who put on a great event to talk about the anniversary, the 25th anniversary of the fight between the Red Wings and the Colorado Avalanche. Great documentary. Go watch it on ESPN. It's great. Yeah. And of course, we love DMAC, you know, and of course, you work with him and all that kind of good stuff.
We are very pro Darren McCarty podcast. He's someone that, you know, it's been pretty cool, man, because DMAC's not just someone that's my coworker. Like, you know, DMAC is actually somebody I consider myself to be at least friendly, if not friends with. I mean, he and I have a mutual respect and love. So, I mean, I love my guy DMAC and everything. And listen, man, that everything I've heard about the documentary is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So you haven't seen it yet?
I plan to have watched it by the time this podcast comes out.
Okay.
So
I just watched it yesterday.
I will have seen it. However, it was I believe it aired on Sunday, correct? So
yes.
Just this past weekend was just recovering from all the NBA draft.
Oh yeah, you threw up that day. I forgot.
Yep, that was the day. So yeah, let's just get this story right out. So I'm not gonna name the podcast.
That
this
we'll let the internet sleuths figure that out.
They could probably do the job if they truly wanted to. I will say, it was a podcast I very much enjoyed being on, and I love the people that do it, and I hope to return, and I hope they did not hear in post.
You just
dude. So I was just like, I keep in mind, I worked the most perhaps in a weekend I have in my entire life, which is saying something because I've done a lot, right? So let me break it down. Wednesday night, the Jeremy Grant trade happens, right?
The who?
Did I say the Jeremy Grant trade?
I don't know what the hell you just said. I got really confused.
All right. So the Jeremy Grant trade happened last Wednesday, right? And so we did 2 streams that night. The next day, I head to Detroit. I interview Frank Garza. We do the NBA draft stream.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
We don't have to. It's okay. And then
R.I.P.
And then the next day, I go on every Woodward show. I even go on Woodward Bets. I come home. I do a stream.
Yeah, because you're known for killing it at parlays.
So bad, dude. I wake up the next day. I work my day job. I work social media. I get up the next day. I do a pod. I'm sitting, and all of a sudden, my body told me it was time to rest, but it did not want to wait until I was done with the pod. And so I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, I'm gonna hurl. I'm gonna hurl.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna hurl. And so it's just like one of those moments where it's like you have nothing you can do. You just reach for the nearest thing that can save you, which in my case was the garbage can that sits next to my desk. I move my mic.
R.I.P.
I move my mic away. And then I do the classy thing. I can mute my mic so it's less of more like. But the beauty of it is that the camera was not on either. So
it's so good.
The best part is that for a fact I still made the noise even with my mic muted while I did that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So anyone at home that feels like they're getting cheated, they're not. You're flat out wrong.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, man, it's one of those things where not my proudest moment.
It'd be like that. But Sean, so the Avalanche in this documentary and all that kind of stuff, it was a good documentary. Go watch it. You haven't seen it, that's okay. But the Avalanche of today have won their 3rd Stanley Cup, which is kind of bizarre that they only have 3. But it is what it is. They never won one as the Nordiques, even though they were about to, probably, and then they won it as Colorado. But they won their 3rd over the Tampa Bay Lightning, which was a really good series. The Lightning were every bit the champions that they are, and could have won that series and been the champions for the 3rd year in a row, even though they lost the series 4-2. It was, they were right there the whole time. So, but Colorado's just young, quick, and good, and so super, happy for them. Congratulations. Our rivalry with them is so dead at this point in Barrie that it doesn't matter. But Sean, I just got thinking about them and how they are champions, and I just thought about some of the hate comments that we've gotten in the chat, and it's really unfortunate, especially when you have the WWE Universal Champion in the house.
What the? I have.
Oh. Feast your eyes, ladies and gents.
Okay. Question number 1. What the is that?
This is the WWE Universal Championship, Sean.
Is that an actual replica belt of the WWE Universal Championship?
Yes, sir. This is leather and metal. Here, let me.
How much did that cost?
Let me find the actual exact price just for you live on this show. Live.
Did you get a discount? Did you just say
I did get I did technically get a discount because they did have a 40% off deal running or whatever, because normally they're like $430, something like that. I don't remember.
Right. Wait,
but mine,
so Robert.
Yes. But so mine all said and done, it was $355. $355 I spent on this.
I'm about to say the meanest thing to you I could possibly think of. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So wait, Robert.
Yep.
What you're saying is you bought me a belt that I should own after our playoff challenge, after the Nets have beaten the Lakers. And that all along, even if we didn't exchange a t-shirt, ultimately that's the belt that over the next year I should be able to wear over my shoulder on this pod, because I was the one that won the bet.
You'll have to kill me for it. Wait till you see the custom plates I'm getting too, because this version, well, not custom, I guess they're specialty plates from an event, but this version, because you can get one that's cheaper, but this version specifically allows you to replace the plates on the side. So
of course,
yeah, 355. This one is usually like 450 or 430, something like that, and it was 350. Yeah,
you went all out, man.
Yeah, it's got your nice metal clasp and all that bullshit.
Wow. Okay, I see. All right. Wow. Okay, I get it. Wow. All right. Okay, so this guy, I want to preface this. I completely forgot until now. You told me before the pod that you bought yourself a little something for your birthday.
I sure did. I got $200 in birthday money from people, and then I won some bets on a Yankee game, which gave me the other $150 to afford this. So essentially, it was free to me in a way, but you know what I mean.
Right. And you were like, I want to get your reaction on the pod.
I wanted to have it captured on video. This is why.
What the?
And the best part is,
that owns an Xbox fridge.
I do have a fridge that looks like an Xbox.
Maybe I'll show that. Looks like an Xbox, is modeled after the Xbox Series X.
Right. By the way, I am now uploading. So when I took photos, this is some real inside baseball. I took some photos for the thumbnails and stuff like that. There was some that I left out, and I'm now sending them all to your folder for you. So. Because of course your boy had to have some special ones for if teams win some championships,
So in typical Hollywood win Stanley fashion,
that is correct.
You withhold the pictures that you clearly will have taken with the belt that clearly has to now be on the thumbnail for this upcoming podcast that you are going to be watching right now.
You bet your ass.
Oh my.
This thing is heavy, by the way. Like, I was very much not expecting the unbelievable weight of this thing. Yeah. Yes! Oh, we've gone completely off the rails. By the way, the people in the comment section are going to be pissed, but...
Who cares? Who freaking cares?
Who cares? Man? They're not the Universal Champion, are they? Fuck you.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
I'm a winner. See my prize. You're the loser. Sits and cries. For any SpongeBob fans out there. I'm a winner.
That's gotta be the ending, right? Holy shit. Yeah.
Anyways, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about this week other than the fact that the Pistons are going to be awesome and all that kind of good stuff. So, man. Yeah, there's what we got for you guys.
What a weird episode this week, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Holy crap. God, this belt is just going to enter a whole new world of memes.
So
and I can't wait. I almost feel like now I have to go buy the blue version just for the meme of it. And
please don't waste that kind of money.
Dude, what if I buy the 24/7 title? Anyway, let's wrap this son of a gun.
Let's do it. This is the bag it came in, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Got a nice
That's unrealness
to it. Anyways, all right. We love you guys.
We love y'all. Ow!